Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Offices at 24/7. So I'm here to discuss the another session regarding your Indian economy, Indian financial system. But before that, now the new financial year is started and we have entered the 1st April 2023, and in the May we have an exam. So do make sure you make a proper strategy how to prepare the exam, and do focus on the concept clarity. Like the concepts clarity is very important. Do keep revising the concepts and give the mock test. Now I know saying this is very easy, but it's very hard when you have to do or you have to act on that, because with the job, with the family, like work-life balance with the family, with the job, it's very hard to give 4 to 5 hours in a day, because you already have 4 subjects. Now revision is there, now mock test is there, everything is there. But the reason is we don't have time, so somehow we have to manage this. So do manage your time and focus on each and every subjects, and do make sure you qualify this exam in the single attempt, in the first attempt of May, June. Okay, so let's start the session. Before starting the session, if you haven't downloaded the 24/7 application yet, then do download the application. And also, if you haven't subscribed the channel Offices at 24/7, then do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Okay, now let's start. Before starting the session, do make sure you are answering in the comment section. Be active in the session. Keep answering so that we will be making the session interesting. Okay, and also share the session with your friends and the colleagues who are preparing for the same exam. So let's start with the first question, that is talking about which of the following items are included in the revenue receipts? Which of the following are the items which are included in the revenue receipts? Let me know. Which of the following is correct? Which of the following is correct? Okay, so right answer here, let's understand the meaning of this first. First of all, we are talking about revenue receipts. Now, what is revenue receipt? Let's understand that. First of all, when we talk about the budget have two components. Budget have 2 components. That 2 components is revenue budget and capital budget. So the 2 components covers your revenue budget and your capital budget. So what is revenue budget? It is a day-to-day budget. When government is earning or government is spending money day-to-day, that is known as your revenue budget. So daily income and expenditure is known as your revenue budget. Now we have a capital budget. What is capital budget? Capital budget is your long-term budget, when the long-term income and expenditure will be earned by Government of India or will be spent by Government of India. That will be known as your capital budget. Okay. Now, whenever we talk about budget is a statement of income and expenditure of a government. That's an estimated statement. Government is estimating that in the upcoming year, how much we are going to earn from the different sources and how much we are going to spend in the different sources. So when we talk about revenue budget, that is the same. It covers your revenue receipts. That's a daily basis income. Okay, and we have a revenue expenditure, that's a daily basis expenditure for Government of India, and these all will be estimated because we are estimating the budget for the upcoming year. So the daily income sources will be taxes, fine, penalties. Like every day we are purchasing something, we are paying GST to the government. Every day someone is somehow violating the traffic rules or something else, so they are paying the challan or fine or penalty. So that's the income of the government. That is the daily basis income. Now, in case of revenue expenditure, it means daily basis expenditure, like government is paying salaries, government is paying pensions, subsidies, all these things will be covered under the revenue expenditure. Now, the capital budget will be covered both the capital receipts, that's a long-term income that comes from your debt receipts and non-debt receipts, like the long-term income you are earning from the borrowing and all. And we have a capital expenditure, that's a long-term expenditure Government of India has to do, like government is establishing the infrastructure, dams, schools, hospitals. These are the long-term expenditures of Government of India. So this is the component of budget. There are 2 components, revenue and capital budget. Revenue budget is day-to-day budget, capital budget is a long-term budget. Now I hope you will be able to answer the question which is asking here. in the first, that which of the following items are included in the revenue receipt. So what is revenue receipts? It's a day-to-day basis income. Hana, the revenue receipts is a day-to-day basis income. So A, B, C or D, which of the following is correct? Okay, so the tax revenue is a day-to-day income. Obviously, non-tax revenue is a day-to-day income. Non-tax means the fine, penalty, challan we are paying. That's a day-to-day income, and a non-tax income. Recovery of loans is a long-term, because you're providing loan, you are not giving for the one day. It's a long-term period, and the borrowing will also a long-term period. So the right answer will be 1 and 2 only are covered under the revenue receipts of Government of India. Okay, so the right answer will be your first. Now next, second question. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Now you have to answer out of these 4 options, which of the following statement is incorrect. And this statement is talking about the economic growth and GDP. The first statement saying economic growth is a monetary concept. Second is saying it only takes into account the value of goods and services that has been produced in the economy, within the boundary, within the economy. Third, it tells how much a country has progressed in terms of the economic indicators like GDP, per capita income, production, employment, etc. And the fourth one is saying GDP is measured by HDI. So what do you think? Which of the following statement is incorrect? A, B, C or D? Which of the following statement is incorrect? So the right answer for this particular question will be your D option. Very good. Because GDP is what? The money value of all final goods and services produced within the geographical boundary of a country. And HDI is a Human Development Index, and Human Development Index tells us about the well-being of the human resources. Like how better livelihood of the people is there in the country. That will be told by the HDI. So HDI helps us to find out the economic development, but not the GDP. GDP will be measured by how much production we have done in the country. So the incorrect statement will be your D statement. Okay. Next. Third question. It is asking about when RBI reduces the SLR, which of the following is likely to happen? RBI is reducing SLR. What is SLR? SLR is a direct instrument of monetary policy. Now, first option is saying India's GDP growth rate increases drastically. Second is saying foreign institutional investors may bring more capital into our country. Third is saying scheduled commercial banks may cut their lending rates. Fourth is saying it may drastically reduce the liquidity to the banking system. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? What do you think? Which of the following is a correct statement about the SLR? Now, till then, let's understand what is actually SLR is. What is SLR? It stands for statutory liquidity ratio. Now, what is the statutory liquidity ratio? Under the SLR, all the scheduled commercial banks have to maintain, the reserves. Okay, in form of cash, gold, or securities. In form of cash, gold or securities, these reserves will be maintained, and this reserve will be a percentage of NDTL. The percentage of NDTL will be maintained here. Okay, and it will be maintained with whom? It will be maintained with themselves. Like under the SLR, banks have to maintain a certain amount of their NDTL that will be prescribed by RBI in form of cash, gold and security with themselves, themselves only. That is known as SLR, statutory liquidity ratio. Okay, that is the SLR. So now let me know which of the following is correct. So obviously the right answer will be C option, that when the RBI reduces SLR, it means banks have to reserve a less amount of money with themselves, and they will be having more money to provide the loan. When they will be having more money to provide loan, they will provide loan at the low rate of interest. That's what the third point is saying. Commercial banks will cut their lending rates. Okay, so loans become cheaper here. Next. Select the correct statement. So GDP is you have to answer the correct statement here. GDP is the final value of all goods and services produced within the geographical boundary of a country. First statement. Second, in India, contribution to GDP are mainly divided into 3 broad sectors, that is agriculture, allied areas, industrial sector and service sector. Okay. The third statement is saying net domestic product NDP accounts for the capital that has been consumed over the year in the form of housing, vehicle or machinery depreciation. So you have to tell out of these 3 options, the first 2 is talking about GDP, the last one is talking about NDP. So out of these options, which of the following is correct statement? Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Okay, so the right answer here will be your... The first is correct. Obviously, the GDP is the money value of all final goods and services we have produced within the geographical boundary. Second one is also correct, that it contributes to GDP mainly to the three sector: agriculture, services and secondary. Third is also correct, because the capital that has been consumed, it is talking about depreciation. The value that you have been consumed, that is known as your depreciation. So the depreciation, when the calculated, then it provides you the NDP. So the right answer will be, all are correct. So the C option will be correct. A, B and C. All the statements are correct. Okay. Now we have next question, that is talking about which of the following statement is correct. Again, you have to answer which of the following statement is correct. And these statements are talking about World Bank and IMF. First is saying every member country of the IMF automatically becomes the member of World Bank. Second is saying World Bank has 45 member countries. Third is saying India is not the founding member of World Bank. Fourth is saying IMF is the part of the World Bank group. So you have to answer which of the following statement is correct about the World Bank and IMF. A, B, C or D. Okay, so the right answer will be, first of all, IMF is the part of World Bank Group. No, World Bank Group have IBRD, IDA, IFC, MIGA and ICSID, not IMF. Now, India is not a... Of course, India is a founding member of World Bank and IMF. India is a founding member of both. World Bank has 45 founder members. No, but the right answer is every member country of the IMF automatically becomes the member of World Bank. When we talk about the World Bank, we consider the IBRD and IDA here. Hana, when it comes to the World Bank Group, when you talk about the World Bank Group, then the 5 institutions will be counted. But if you're talking about only World Bank, it will be representing the IBRD and IDA. And every country who become the member of IMF, they will automatically become the member of the IBRD and IDA. So the correct statement is A option. Next. Which is India's governor on the board of governors of Asian Development Bank? So out of these 4 options, who becomes or who is the India's governor on the board of the governors of ADB, Asian Development Bank? So which of the following is correct? Okay, done. So finance minister of the country, like right now, Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman is the finance minister of our country. So she will be representing as India's governor on the board of the ADB, Asian Development Bank, right? So right answer will be B. Okay, next. The process of curing inflation by reducing money supply is called, Hana? The process to cure inflation by reducing the money supply, it is called what? The cost push inflation, down pull inflation, demand pull inflation, disinflation, reflation. Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? So you have to cure the inflation. It means you have to reduce the inflation. You have to maintain the inflation under the limit that has been given by RBI. Okay, so if I talk about the cost push inflation and demand pull inflation, these two are the causes of inflation. These are the causes because of which we face the inflation in the country. Okay, now disinflation and reflation, there are 2 options remain. So it can't be the A, it can't be the B, C or D it can be. So what is reflation? Reflation simply mean slowing in the rate of in the rate of deflation. When the government of India is trying to reduce the deflation from the country, that will be known as your reflation. Now, what is disinflation? Disinflation means slowing in the rate of inflation. Okay, slowing in the rate of inflation. So when we are trying to reduce the inflation rate, that will be known as your disinflation. That will be known as disinflation. So the right answer will be C option. Now, how we are trying to reduce the inflation rate? Simply under the disinflation, Government of India increases the tax rates which reduce the money supply in the market. When there is a less money supply with the people, they will demand less goods and services, and because of that, inflation will be cured. Okay, so the right answer will be disinflation. It means slowing in the rate of inflation. Do make sure you are memorizing all the terminologies also. Next question. That is talking about when were economic reform introduced in India. So economic reform is your LPG policy, liberalization, privatization, globalization. That has been introduced, and we have discussed so many times when it has been introduced. So the year we all know, that is 1991. It can't be 90, है ना? The year we know 1991. But which month? In the July or December? Which month it is? July or December? Okay, so the right answer for this particular question will be July 1991. So in the July 1991, we have introduced the LPG policy, the economic reforms. Okay, next. Pick the correct statement regarding economic growth. The right statement regarding economic growth. First, it relates to gradual increase in any of the component of gross domestic product, consumption, government spending, investment, net export. Second, it's a qualitative concept. Third, it's a more relevant metric for progress in developed countries. So out of these three options, what do you think which of the following is correct? What do you think which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? So the correct statement about the economic growth you have to give. So if I talk about the first statement, that is true that if you are talking about economic growth, how to calculate it by the help of GDP, you calculate the economic growth, है ना? So the gradual increase in any of the component, your consumption, government spending, investment and net export, these are the four components of the GDP. So when you are calculating GDP, you are calculating the economic growth, and these are the four components. So first is correct. Now third is also correct. Like we are talking about the developed nations here, है ना? If these countries are developed, they have the all infrastructure development capacity, है ना? They have developed roads, building, bridge, everything. They have provided a high living standard to the people. They have reduced the poverty. They have reduced the unemployment rate in the country. Now how we will be able to know that the progress is happening in the country? By checking the production level of the country. That's why the much better option for the developed countries to know the progress will be your economic growth. So the C option is also correct. Right, but the B option is not correct because it is talking about qualitative. We are not providing quality in the economic growth. We are providing quantity. So it is a quantitative concept. So the B option is not correct. So the A and C will be correct. So the right answer will be your C option. Okay, right statement will be your C option. Done. Next. Why were economic reforms were introduced in India? So what is economic reform? The LPG policy is economic reform. So why we have introduced the LPG policy? Because of the poor performance of the public sector, because of the fall in the foreign exchange reserve, because of the deflation pressure. A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? First, poor performance of public sector. It is true. The public sector undertakings were not working properly at the time of 1990-1992 duration. Then the foreign exchange reserve was falling because only we had the reserve for 2 weeks. After that, we will not be able to pay the import bills that has been set by the government. So it was the reason. Deflation was not there. In fact, inflation was there in the country. The prices were keep rising. So A and B is correct, but not the C. The right answer will be your D option. The right answer is D option. Okay. So now let me know out of these 10 questions, how many answers you have given correct. How many answers you have given correct. So apart from that, that English medium selection batch started from 14th of March and we have started the PPB from 31st of March. है ना? From 31st of March, matlab, it means yesterday we had the orientation class and from Monday we will be having the proper classes. Apart from that, we have a Maha Pack also with the double validity and 81% discount with the lowest price for today only. By using a code Y496, all these benefits will be available for all of you. Apart from that, we also have the test series and ebooks. By using a code Y496S, you will be getting here the 23% discount on the test series and ebooks. Okay, and the Maha Packs right now at the double validity plus 81% discount plus the lowest price is available. For this year ending, because of the financial ending, at the lowest prices, we are having the Maha Packs of the JAIIB and CIB. Right? So this is the best offer for all of you, and this offer is available till 12 p.m. today only. After that, all these offers will not be available. So if you are thinking about enrolling, do it soon. Now, how to enroll? Just go to the Adda 24/7 application. If you haven't downloaded the application, do download it from the link that has been available in the description box. Hana, click on the link, download the application because 1% additional discount will be available there. Then if you want to go with the selection batch only, just click on the JAIIB 2023. You will find all the batches here. The test series is here. Video courses are here. And also you have a ebooks available. So you can go with the either of the batches what you want. If you want to go with the only PPB, click here. If you want to go with all the 4 subjects, click here. Do read all the details. 1 second. Something wrong happened here. Okay. So do read all the details. You can check here. The dates and timings and the study plan, everything is mentioned on the website. Hana? This is the dates and everything about your PPB and Indian economy and everything, all the subjects. Now, how to enroll? Just click on the buy now option. Okay, you have to click on the buy now option. Enter a code here that will be Y496 and click on the apply. When you apply, you will find here 80% discount is available. But for 1% additional discount, because I told you that 81% discount is available, you can use the coins on the application. So around 3,700 something you have to pay here. Hana? For the single batch of the 6 months validity of the JAIIB, that's a selection batch. Now, the much better option for all of you will be Maha Pack because in the month or the year end closing, this is having a lowest price right now. So you can go with the JAIIB ka Maha Pack or either with the JAIIB and CIB ka Maha Pack because right now the lowest price is available with the double validity and 81% discount. So click here, you will find 1 year validity. Here you will find 2 year validity. And both are very important because it will be covering all the target batches, selection batches, ebooks, test series, your upcoming revision batches, case study batches, everything. So if you enroll here, just click on the buy now option, enter a code again. That will be Y496 and click on the apply. When you apply again, the 81% discount will be available for all of you. So you can use the coins here and you can see 6,499 it is showing. But 1% additional discount will be available on this and you will be getting around 6,100 to pay on this particular product. Okay. So this offer is available, that is double validity plus 81% discount plus the lowest prices of this Maha Pack is available for today only. So if you want to enroll, do that before 12 p.m. today. Right. And the code to enroll will be Y496. Clear? Similarly, the JAIIB CIB Maha Pack is available for all of you. There you will find the 2 years validity and after enrolling in the Maha Pack of the JAIIB CIB, you do not have to go for anything else for the JAIIB as well as for the CIB. Okay, so that's the information for all of you. Those who are watching us recorded, do make sure you let me know in the comment section that how much score you got out of the 10. So let's end the session here. Thank you for joining the session. But last, not the least, if you are new to the channel of Officers Adda 24/7, then do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. So thank you for joining the session and have a good day.